Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie. This is day number 6. We're on day number 6 of VEDA video every day in April. And today brings us a challenge. What? Okay, so today brings us a challenge on day number 6. So if you had watched my Instagram live, you would know that one of the challenges that I was going to end up doing was a rewrite, reread, or burn challenge where I picked a certain amount of books and then did a couple rounds, and I have done that. I have 15 books. I've placed them all on little sheets of paper, and we're going to do 5 rounds of reread, rewrite, or burn. Okay, for those that do not know what rewrite, reread, burn is, or burn is actually the contraction that goes in there, or burn, I'm going to pick 3 books from my little jar here. And I have pulled those books from my shelves. This category, or this section of it, this round of it, this round of it, are books that I read because of the cover. I didn't know necessarily who the author was, or I knew who the author was and I just loved the cover of it, didn't need to know the blurb. And for most of my books that I go into and read, I usually don't know anything about the book, unless it's like a series book, and then I know that it's because I read the cliffhanger from the other book and that's why I'm reading it, type thing. Or if I have an author that I'm like, ooh, I know that they're going to be, releasing something soon, and I'll go and pre-order it or something like that. But normally I don't have a cover either. Those are all based off of authors. This one is strictly based off of the fact that I read this book because I liked the cover and thought the cover was amazing, as well as probably the author. Because, yeah, there are definitely some author ones in here. No? Yes. So, anyways, let's pick my first 3 books that I'm going to choose. So, 1, 2, make sure I'm not getting double papers, 3. All right, put that back over there. Alrighty, so I picked Dear Life by Meghan Quinn as the first book. Then I have, I would have a book that's like way down in the little thing. Red Lights, Black Hearts by Fabiola Francisco. And this has actually been recovered. It has a new cover to it, but I picked this cover specifically because this is the cover that made me want to read this book. Then we have The Legend. This is Not Fair. This is Not Fair by Dylan Allen. Because I absolutely love all 3 of these books. What was I doing? What was I thinking? Why did I think that I could do this challenge and get... Because there's no way. I don't want to burn a single one of these books. These books are absolutely, like, probably some of my like in my favorites list. Ooh. Oh my God. And I don't know that I would want to rewrite any of them. Ew, I don't know. I don't know that I can do this. Shit. So, only because this book put me in such a, book hangover and author hangover. Like, after I read this book, so this book deals with a sex worker over in Europe. I want to say, Amsterdam. I want to say Amsterdam is where she is, but she has, she, it's, oh, it's such a hard book to like describe. It's something you need to experience. The back of it says, darkness can be strained by light. Light can outshine the darkness of corners. And behind a window in Amsterdam, desired red light district, Samantha practices the art of seduction. Man after man, she controls them, seeks what they want, they both want. But behind the facade of the glass lies her truth, waiting to be uncovered. An inner battle of light and dark tales takes place as Sam learns to release the past and truly live in the beautiful tragedy that is life. Red lights and black hearts collide in a tale of heart and soul. And Fabiola destroyed me. I like didn't pick up a book from Fabiola Francisco for a year after I read this one because it just gutted me. So for that reason, and that reason alone, I think I'm gonna have to burn this book. Rewrite the Legend by Dylan Allen, which is Remington Wild had heartbreak written all over him. He was the most beautiful boy I'd ever seen. When I looked into his midnight eyes, I saw a happy ending I'd never dared to dream of. And this is like a childhood love story. They were childhood romance, and then something ends up happening. They split apart, and then they come back together. I would have to rewrite this one. No real reason, just because I have to, because it's a challenge, right? And then I'm going to reread Dear Life by Meghan Quinn. This book has one of the most amazing, I don't want to say catchphrases, but lines of prove your existence, and just yes. So 4 lives, 4 stories, 4 sets of letters, 4 brave souls in need of guidance while facing life's greatest challenges. That's what this book is about, and it's about proving your existence, and it really makes you think, and just gets all into your heart feels and things like that. Wow. This wasn't supposed to be this hard. This was not supposed to be this hard. So, round number 2. Here we go. So I can't cheat because, I only have one eye. That's 3 right there. Okay, for this round, we are going with Tyrant by T.M. Frazier. Of course, the last book in my stack. No. Okay. Love Unrehearsed by Tina Reber. And Sexcation by Heidi McLaughlin. Okay, so this is a little easier one. I am going to reread Love Unrehearsed because I read this one so early in my reading sort of obsession. It was new to me. I met Tina at a book signing and really enjoyed the story after I had read it, and we're gonna pretend that that evil person didn't blurb it. But I really enjoyed it. It's about A-list movie star that goes to a small town and ends up meeting this woman, and they have a romance, and it's that very much celebrity meets small town person, and they have a romance. So there's that one. So I'm going to reread that one. I'm going to burn this one, Sexcation by Heidi McLaughlin. He's British, she's American. They meet on vacation, agree to fake names, name each other. One is lying about everything, the other is telling the truth. There was a bit of a twist in this one that I was just like, okay, that was kind of cheesy and bleh. And then we are going to rewrite Tyrant by T.M. Frazier, even though I really enjoyed this book. This is the second book in the King series. I think that's what they're calling it. Not exactly sure. But I don't completely remember exactly what goes on in this one. But I know that it's a dark romance. I know that it's about a motorcycle club. And I remember reading this when I was in my Sons of Anarchy phase. And I still really I think Sons of Anarchy had a purpose for when it came out and storylines and things like that, but it is not for everyone, kind of like this book. So I think I would rewrite it to be more encompassing for readers. There we go. Alrighty. Round number 3. Oh my gosh. This is so hard because I'm looking at this stack and woo, some of these books coming up are going to be very, very interesting for the combination. So got number 1 right here. Number 2. And 3rd book. Alrighty. So here we go for round number 3. We are going with, dang it. Okay. Ugh. So we have Consequences by Aleatha Romig. Oh, this is going to be hard. It's going to be so hard. Then we have Intercepted by Alexa Martin. And finally, we have Voyeur by Fiona Cole. You guys, I have to contemplate on this one. I'm going to have to contemplate on this one because, yeah, I really enjoy all 3 of these books. Once again, I'm pretty sure the 3 of these are definitely in my favorites. I know this one is, and I know this one is. I can't remember if I put this on my favorite shelf on Goodreads or not, but, yeah. So, since, don't come for me, okay? Because this was super hard. Since I'm not exactly sure if this is on my shelf, for favorites, and I do know that the hashtag moniker gets used way too much throughout this book. It does lessen and it makes things easier, and then it goes away for the rest of the series. And then some of the things that are talked about in the book are really, really important and interesting, and I think Alexa really, really grows throughout this series. But this first book, I definitely could burn it. And I am going to reread Voyeur by Fiona Cole, and then I'm going to rewrite Consequences just because there is, so this, I actually do not say that this is a romance, because this is book number 1 of a 5.5, 6 book series. Okay, you guys, stick with me on this one, okay? This first book of this series, of the Consequences series, is a psychological thriller, okay? There are so many twists and turns in this book, and there are so many things kind of breadcrumbed for the entire series that you will come out of this book. There's actually a specific chapter in this book that you are just like, what... how, why, how, I'm just going to put this book down and not finish reading it. I implore you to go ahead and put the book down, but then come back to it, because the rest of the series, the way that Aleatha freaking puts it all together by that 5th book is just like, mwah, mwah. This is her debut book, if I am not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that this is Aleatha's very first book. And since then, she has most definitely learned and grown into how to keep a reader engaged throughout the book and throughout a series to keep you coming back. I was engaged with this book just because it was one of my first tastes into dark romance, into psychological thrillers, this need to sort of have twists and turns that put me on end, that had me putting a book in the freezer, that had me throwing my Kindle, that had me yelling at characters. And yes, this book was my introduction to saying it's okay to have all those feelings for a book. So we're going to rewrite this one just to make it more Aleathian, like now Aleathian, grown Aleathian. things like that. So yeah, rewrite that one. Alrighty, on to round number 4. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, these should be interesting. These should be very, very interesting. Oh, and I think I got 2 there. Yes, I did. So, awesome. So, we have The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros. Grip by Kennedy Ryan. Oh, this is not, no, no, why? Oh, man. And Ruthless Pride by Naima Simone. Oh, my heart hurts. My heart hurts because I know for a fact all 3 of these books are on my absolute favorite, adore, my everything list. So this is so not fair. I'm just going to do this very, very quickly and with so much pain in my heart. So much pain in my heart. I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. Okay. I can do this. So we are going to burn Ruthless Pride by Naima Simone. We're going to rewrite The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros, and we're going to reread Grip by Kennedy Ryan. There. Okay, I did it. No. We're not going to talk about it. Okay. That would hurt. That hurt so bad. And round number 5. Last 3 books right here. I don't know why I pulled out the little thingies, but I guess just to show you that I actually did write out 15 of these. That was so hard, you guys. Like, seriously, that last round just hurt my heart. Okay. So we have When Ashes Fall by Marni Mann. We have The Boyfriend Project by Farrah Rochon. And then we have Enchant by Micalea Smeltzer. So this one is a pretty easy one, I guess you could say. Sadly, we're going to burn The Boyfriend Project by Farrah Rochon. We're going to rewrite Enchant by Micalea Smeltzer. I just needed a little more action within this. And yeah, so in this story, we have a young witch that I believe she's a witch that's coming into her powers. Yes. So Mara is an enchanter, part of an ancient line of Wiccan power, and a war is raging, one of good and evil between the enchanted and the iniquitous. So there's that. And then there's, it's pretty YA, and I did enjoy it when I read it. There was a little bit of a time gap in between book number 1 and number 2, so I didn't continue on with the series, but I do look forward to it one day because I believe it's a 3-book series, but I don't think book 3 is out, so that's why we're going to rewrite that one. And I'm going to reread only so I can feel the emotions of this story, When Ashes Fall by Marni Mann. I can't really tell you what's going on in this story. All you know is this woman on the front goes through some things, and it's a bit of a dual timeline. So you're kind of looking at current, and then you're looking at past, and you kind of have to like truckle through to figure out what's going on with it. And the story is just glorious. I actually finished this book the day that I met Marni Mann for the first time, and then I read her author's note, and when I went and saw her, all I could do is just hug her, and we just had a good cry, and whew, yes, I would want to do all of that over again, just so I can, yes, be in this moment with this character and enjoy it. So, alrighty. So that was Reread, Rewrite, Burn or Burn, book covers, cover buys, cover reads. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have read any of those books, and if you think my choices were right, or would you do them differently, what have you. Let me know down in the comments. Let's discuss it, type thing. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel, my Ko-fi, my PayPal, my Amazon wishlist, my Patreon, and everything. All my socials are down there. Instagram, because I do Instagram reels and things like that. I'm getting off topic. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you are enjoying the Veda videos. Video every day in April. And I will see you guys in another video tomorrow.